It is time for the big bad letter G decode, breaking down every letter of the alphabet. There's only a few more to go. At the end of this, I will pick another letter that will be the next decode, and this is the Math 2Con channel. I made a commitment to finishing this breakdown of every letter of the alphabet, and I will stick to it. Remember, I have another channel. I believe it's in the description on this page, Daily Decodes 812, where I break down trending news daily and some other mixed in decodes as well. But right now it's the letter G decode. And this is videos that make you think. Again, breaking down the alphabet. So G is the 7th letter of the alphabet, which would be ordinal right there. It's already reduced because it's under 10, right? It's not, 1 through 9 is already reduced. So reduction is reduced. So it's reduction, it's still 7. Reverse the alphabet. If A is 26 and Z is 1, then G would be the 20th letter. And 20 needs to be reduced. And how you do that, 2 plus 0 is 2. All right. So those are the numbers that we're working with here with this breakdown. It ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. Right? Think about it. Gang starts with G, and gang equates to 20 in the language. Starts with the G, and again, G is the 20th letter of the alphabet. Even Dr. Dre, that song was on his Dr. Dre The Chronic album. It ain't nothing but a G thing. Check it out, because his birthday is in the second month, February. Even it's February 18th, second month, 18th day. So the second month, and then the day 18, 2 plus 18 is 20. When G equals 20 and 2. How about that? Two other famous people, both Georges, that start with the letter G. George Foreman, legendary boxer, and the Foreman Grill, known for later in his career, and the first president of the United States, George Washington. So you get two Georges. This is the letter G decode. Look at George Foreman in the reverse cipher. 222, and George Washington's date of birth, 222. They have two different birthdays listed with George Washington, with the calendar change or whatever. But one of them, 222, George Washington with the birthday, and then George Foreman 222 in the reverse cipher. And again, this is the letter G decode. G equals 20 and 2. When you think of the letter G, you might think of goat. Goat equals 20. And again, G equals 20 and 2. 20 is like 2. 20 reduces to 2. How awesome is that? And this is totally like random when I do these decodes. I think of the letter, and then I think of words that come to mind that start with that letter. I don't spend days trying to make this stuff work. Obviously, not every word is going to work. But it's amazing how the majority of them land. This is magic with this language, okay? Again, they call it like spelling, like spell casting. When we used to write cursive, right? Cursive like curses. This is magical stuff, and this is a code for sure. And I prove it all the time with these breakdowns. Go equals 20. What about globe? Look at the globe right there. Check it out. Globe, we've seen a lot of these in classrooms growing up, with all the, countries, continents, whatever you want to call them, right? Globe. Is it round? Is it flat? Blah, blah, blah. That's not why we're here. Globe equals 22 in the reverse reduction cipher. Again, that's the alphabet in reverse. And then reduced. Okay? When you have double digits, the alphabet in reverse, when you count and you reach 10, you reduce. 1 plus 0 is 1. The 11th letter would be 1 plus 1 is 2. So globe equals 22 in reverse reduction. And again, G equals 20 and 2. 20 plus 2 is 22. How about that? Again, this is videos that make you think. This is the Math 2Con channel. And again, don't forget to check out Daily Decodes 812, the channel I'm on currently. If for some reason you couldn't find it, or the link isn't there when I think it is, I can guide you to it if you just leave me a kind comment. Okay? This is Gary Grinberg, astrologer. This guy is known as Gary the Numbers Guy. No offense to him, but I don't think that he can do this stuff overall like me with these decodes. But I'm using him as an example. Look at the GG33 on the hat. You may see these guys, if decodes, numbers, numerology, astrology stuff is in your algorithm, you may have heard of this guy. Check it out, because again, G equals 7, and it's already reduced, so you get the 7, 7, G, the 7th letter. When Gary Grinberg, GG, equals 77 in reduction, he's even born on the 7th day of the year. Look how close. He was almost born in 77. Look how close. That would have just been some more icing on this cake that we call the letter D codes and the letter G. Videos that make you think. Check that out. And again, known as Gary the Numbers Guy, Cleveland-based numerologist and analyst who uses numerical patterns to predict outcomes in sports. Anybody who predicts or tries to predict outcomes in sports, I think they are deceivers, big time, and you should never promote any kind of gambling. I'm not saying that he necessarily does, but usually you get these. If you're into numerology, if you're astrology, if you do any kind of decoding like this, and you're like a high level amongst the community, and you're pushed on people, you're doing interviews with different big platforms, you're a deceiver, and you're not on the right side of the fence when it comes to us normal folk who happen to be gifted, right? So I hit with the Gary the Numbers, great piece right there. And there's more to that 33 that links to Cleveland as well. See the third letter. And it goes on and on and on. I document that on my Daily Decodes 812 channel. But this is the letter G, the seventh letter of the alphabet. So I look at the Great Wall of China, officially recognized as one of the new 7 wonders of the world. Great Wall of China, G, great. And again, G's the 7th letter. Look at that connection. The Great Wall of China is a massive, long, discontinuous network of defensive fortifications built across northern China from the 7th century BC to the 17th century AD, designed to protect against nomadic incursions. And, that history repeats. You get the Trump wall. This stuff is so scripted, and other walls out there. But how amazing is that with G, the Great Wall of China? What about the Great Pyramid of Giza, GG? Look at how 7 wonders of the ancient world original list. 7 wonders of the ancient world. Look at number 2. Hanging Gardens, G, of Babylon. I hope you enjoyed that. That went well. I try to make it simple and easy, and I think these land extremely heavy, but I will never get a lot of views on these letter breakdowns, which is a shame. I wouldn't doubt it if at some point in the future, or if it's already happened, that one of these sellout decoders jack my swag. Maybe when I'm long and gone, even, they may use AI to put out what I give to you here. Isn't this amazing? The letter G, videos that make you think, breaking down this code, the language, the alphabet, the letters, the numbers. This is what they give us when we're born into this world. Don't forget to think. And right now, you can see how many letters have been knocked out. So I'm going to randomly pick the next letter right now, and I think it's going to be the letter E. Okay, so let's see how many are done now, including this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So it looks like 18 are completed, and the letter E will be next. And there's just some of the notes I put in there, which I probably didn't have to have in there, but amazing. Again, the letter G decode. This really doesn't take long. I just have a lot of decodes doing it one time, and I got it done. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I can help you see through this code and this scripted world. Letter G, and again, E will be next. So there's 26 letters, 18 are completed, so 8 left. Look out for the letter E. Math to Con, again, Daily Decodes 812 currently. Check out that channel. Other retired channels as well. You could find the links. I know for sure all of them are on Daily Decodes 812. Until next time.